So it begins. Again, my producers have been tasked with coming up with more woke TikToks to torture me with. This video is sponsored by our friends at the Pearl Source. Oh no! Oh no!
Oh yeah!
Here is Madison Cawthorn's.
Why Kool-Aid? Why Mr. Kool-Aid? Why the Kool-Aid man? Like, oh, didn't mean to come in here. Let me go ahead and sneak my way up out of here.
Here is Madison Cawthorn's definition of a woman. X chromosomes, no tallywhacker. And this gives me a chance to talk about biological essentialism.
Can you stop for a second? I don't want to hear anything about biology from this person. If this person walked into a room and started lecturing you about their knowledge of man and woman, they have some pretty good indicators this person doesn't know about those things. Just a few indicators. Okay, here we go. The Joker telling us about gender. There we go.
First of all, it's not true. People have all kinds of chromosomes and all kinds of bodies. Women who've had hysterectomies, people born with certain conditions, but that's almost immaterial. Number two, it is a system of oppression.
Oh.
Gender is a hierarchy and a system of oppression.
Can you stop it there for a second? Okay, so I have a question. If gender is a system of oppression, why would a man ever identify as a woman?
There you go. Because it's still a goddamn gender. Hey, that's a good daggone point, brother. That's a good, hey, but look at his face, though. He knows a good point. Look at his face. That's that matter of fact, like, okay, what you gotta say now? Exactly. Gender is a matter of oppression, as you say, then why do you want to be another gender? Huh?
Really? I've been informed that gender is a system of oppression by this human. And this human presumably thinks that, historically speaking, women were the disadvantaged. So why would a man ever identify as a woman? Wouldn't all women identify as men in order to avoid the system of oppression? In fact, why don't we just obliterate gender as a category altogether? And then you would not have to identify as a woman or as non-binary or as anything related to gender. Weird. Self-contradictory. Almost as though there's no logic and these are all insane people.
And the easier it is to define gender, the easier it is to keep the oppression going.
Definitions are oppression, guys.
It's dangerous.
Definitions are dangerous, guys. By the way, this is a typical line that the left likes to use. If you define things, that makes it dangerous. And they play all of these semantic, idiotic Martin Heidegger word games, and it's just ridiculous. What they do with gender and sex, you can do with literally anything. Or if I say to you, tell me what dog means, and you say, a member of the canine family. I say, well, how do you know? How do you know? I mean, after all, do you know what's in that dog's head? Do you know what that dog is thinking? You say, well, you know, 4 legs, member of the well, I can say, well, some dogs have 3 legs. Some have no tail. Some are very small, some are very large. And you don't know. How do you know? You can play these sort of dumb games with pretty much any word, but they're now constructing an entire world narrative around it. It's amazing.
Hi, I have a question for white people.
I think most of the people who have these, I think these woke conversations should be called high TikToks instead of woke TikToks, because they're saying clearly they are extremely inebriated, and anybody who will believe anything that you're saying when you come, they got to be highly inebriated. Now, I'm just saying, and if you're asking me if I'm saying that the audience of these people are off their rocker, that's exactly what I'm daggone saying, because it's just ridiculous. Somebody's looking at you in your face and telling you that when they try to define us, what they're really trying to do is oppress us. See? You see what I'm saying? Huh? You see what I'm saying, brother? And if you look at their following, it's massive. It's massive, and it's filled with people. And I try to check these joints out with an open mind. So when I approach these conversations, even these woke TikToks, I try to come to them with open mind. I try to be as objective as possible, but since I am on Ben Shapiro's platform, I try to give him the benefit of the doubt. And if he is wrong in my mind, I say it. And I get fussed at about it in the comments. He didn't mean that. What he meant was, that's not, honestly, That's just you know, we're gonna have some misunderstandings sometimes, or we're gonna have some disagreements sometimes. But at the end of the day, I do at least try to listen to them, but I don't listen so I can agree with everything. So shout out to any reactors out there who are trying to figure out how to react to these videos. Don't be a yes man for everything they say simply because you're going to get views. Please don't do that. What you're doing is you sully up the whole reactions field by doing that, and that's not a good look for us. And it doesn't help the conversations that we're trying to have at mass. If that makes any sense. I just now rambled about a whole lot, and hopefully that doesn't take you away from the video. Okay, let's jump back.
Constructing an entire world narrative around it. It's amazing.
Hi, I have a question for white people. Do you ever ask your grandparents or parents if they ever attended any lynchings?
Well, I don't open my breakfast that way.
What?
If they ever, I don't know, attacked black people at a diner?
Let me tell you something, young lady. You are gorgeous. You are absolutely gorgeous. But what the hell are you talking about?
Accept them. If they ever attacked and bullied black kids going to school when integration happened?
No.
Because black people, we have the conversations with our family. We know what our parents and grandparents went through.
What do you want, a medal?
But who was doing all that? If our people are still alive and they experienced it, who were the white people doing that to them? Because y'all love to act like that's so far removed from our current reality, from current times. But what happened to our family, the perpetrators could be in your house.
Nope.
So do y'all ask? I'm really curious.
Don't be in the... And then I love the comment at the end. Don't be in the comments sharing what your racist family did, trying to gain sympathy. Reflect. Take it up with... So if your family said no, don't share it in the comments because you're trying to get sympathy. Instead, take it up with a therapist. So this is what we call a non-falsifiable thesis.
Science.
And also, I wanted just to point out, young lady, there's white people all over the world who have family members way down the line who enslaved or probably bullied or did what they did back in those days, where it was the thing to do to bully the hell out of black people, throw rocks at them, throw bottles at them, jump them, make fun of them, yell at them, those things. We don't want to open up that bag though, sis, because at the end of the day, and I tell my people all the time, before we cross that bridge, we can't just skip into their grass. We can't just jump the fence and go over into their lawn without getting our houses in order first. Because I've been jumped. I've been robbed a few times, actually. And it was almost expected. If you grew up where I grew up, most people have been robbed, and they know people who are in jail for robbing, killing, shooting someone who looked just like us. And that's the sad part. That's the part that tells me that we need to fix our own houses before we jump over that fence and say, dear white people, y'all need to get it right. Y'all need to fix it. Because what y'all did to us was way too much. And now, it's time for y'all to pay the piper. You just talking about the white people. And ain't been robbed by one damn white person. Oh, but they did that to my dad. They did that to my grandparents. My great-grandparents. They did that to Martin Luther the King. I know I said Martin Luther King Jr. That's what he said on Coming to America. You ain't never known no Dr. Martin Luther the King. We just need to straighten out our houses first. And when we start these little petty fights, these bickering beefs, we know what we're doing. We're trying to rile people up. We're trying to get people like you're combing your hair, you got your skin looking all glistening and beautiful, and you building your platform, and you're trying to make believe that you're building a platform for injustice, and you're trying to be an activist for the cause. Well, you need to, I hope, and I'm not going to assume that you don't, but I'm going to go to your TikTok, and I want to see if you actually checked out videos, or if you've done videos addressing people who look like us, because that's extremely important. Matter of fact, it's more important than to address them about what their ancestors have done versus addressing us, what our people are doing right out the daggone window. You just look out the daggone blinds, or whenever you're walking through a bunch of dudes and you're afraid because you don't know if they're going to be gentlemen, if they were raised properly, or if the streets got them and they about to consider doing something to you. I'm just saying, all right.
Also, no, I don't normally open conversations with my parents and grandparents by asking, have you ever lynched somebody? Is that the way you open conversations? It's real awkward. Also, I have no evidence that, like, my parents were Jews growing up in Skokie and Northbrook.
Chicago.
Pretty sure not.
Chicago.
So much. To her credit, she does have beautiful hair, I will say. Her hair is great. That is some great hair. I should start doing my show while I do my hair. Me doing my hair just be like, well, what I'm saying is the tax rates on the middle class are actually not consonant with European tax rates, is it?
Friendly reminder that Elon Musk is a maniac. First of all, he was not self-made. He was born rich because his father owned an emerald mine in Zambia. Land that was illegally stolen, by the way, during colonialism. Then he bought his founder title at Tesla. He literally did not start that company or invent anything. He supported a coup in Bolivia so that he could get access to the lithium. And the National Labor Rights Board found that he was breaking the law by suppressing unionization efforts. He's a human being, not a role model. Eat the rich, babes.
Yeah, they're those crazy eyes. Those crazy socialist eyes. One of my favorite things about white woke people walking the streets of presumably Brooklyn and bitching about Elon Musk. So if you're going to complain about colonialism,
Go ahead, say it.
you know you're standing on colonialized land.
Say it.
Also, if the idea is that everyone who is born into a wealthy family is bad, you're going to need to talk to half of your favorite Democratic politicians. Also, when you say that the National Labor Relations Board is going after a company, that's literally what they do, because the National Labor Relations Board is a bag of hot garbage. Again, there's nothing that says to me that you deserve to label somebody else insane, like walking down the street, speaking with crazy eyes into a camera while wearing a mask, a surgical mask, in broad daylight outside. Just genius work here.
But at the same time, I also want to say that what's your purpose in pooping on someone who's successful? What's that going to say to other people? Look, you guys don't have to be successful. You wasn't born into money. Being successful is a myth. Being rich, that's a myth. You can only do that if you were born into money. Like the Elon Musk, who got y'all fooled that he did it all himself. When he didn't. He's worth 68 trillion, but he was born into 55 billion. None of us was. So stop trying to live up to be him, because you weren't born rich with a silver spoon. They like to say the silver spoon in your mouth. That's BS, man. Pooping on somebody who has done remarkable things. That right there is the exact definition of hater. That's what you are. You're a hater. And the people who are out there eating it up and spreading it, because people love to say, oh, he wasn't born rich. They be on Twitter real quick trying to post it first so that they can be the first one to get all the likes, all the follows, and all the retweets. And some of y'all didn't even know that that's what LFR stands for. Shame on you. Shame on you. And we already hit 350,000 subscribers. Shout out to all of you. And none of y'all knew that LFR family stood for that.
Mask, a surgical mask in broad daylight outside. Just genius work here.
I'm just going to say this.
Oh, no.
If y'all don't mind.
I do.
I am so sick of right-wing men coming into my mentions and asking me stupid, basic biology questions like, what is a woman?
Woman, answer it.
Are babies valuable? I have given birth to not one, not two, but three
Go ahead,
full
sister.
humans.
Go ahead, sister.
And raised them with the help of my husband. I am a mother, but I'm not your mother.
Happy Mother's Day.
If you need answers to basic biological questions, you need to Google it or ask your mama. Stay out of my mentions. Be blessed.
She's really mad for a
Stay out
person
of
who
my
can't
mentions.
answer a simple
Be
question.
blessed.
What is a woman?
I do love when folks on the left do this. This is one of my favorite things. is when they say things like, how dare you ask me what a woman is? If you need the question answered, obviously you have the problem. It's like, well, you're the one who can't answer it. So you're the one. Like, I know the answer.
Please tell me why that question is important in the first place. I think it's a dumb question, but apparently y'all keep on asking people that question. That's like one of the new gotcha questions for whatever's going on out here in the world. And I think it's dumb. I think it's, what is a woman? And I get it. I get it. Because if we can't define a woman, then we can start making whatever outlandish laws we want based off of our own new definition of what a woman is, what a man is, what this is, what that is. And things would just completely go off the rails that way. I get it. But it still seems like a gotcha question, and it's not going anywhere, in my opinion. And I know, listen, feel free to let me know what you believe about this in the comments, man, because just teach me something. If you want to teach me something, teach me something.
I'm asking if you know the answer. Like, how dare you ask me this? I'm offended.
How dare you? How dare me when how dare you, you big peepee head?
She's like, I've given birth to 3 human babies. So don't you ask me
dare you, how
if a
dare
baby
me
is
now,
valuable. Well, I
how
mean,
dare
but
you.
you're pro-abortion. So that's like why you're being asked the question.
What a hypocrite!
Don't be offended by the fact that you're being asked a question. Be offended by your own stupidity because you're too stupid to answer the question. That's what you should be offended by. It's amazing.
Creators, listen up. You want to know how to make the biggest impact on this app? An impact on the world? This is your advice. Follow as many creators of color as you can find. Follow them all. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter which group.
Hero
If
music.
they don't look like you, if they don't believe like you, if they're not the same faith as you, follow them.
Like a hero.
Listen to them.
Yes.
Go into their lives. Listen to them talk. Listen to their guests. Go into their comments. Read the comments. Read them all.
Read every comment.
And resist the urge, that drive, to put your 2 cents in. Please. Don't put your opinion. Just listen, read, and learn.
And then he walks away like he just now dropped the mic. Dude, you ain't say anything. You wanna grow online? Get you a black friend. All of them. Every single black friend you can find online, follow them. Stalk their comments. Read them. All of them. And don't give your 2 cents. They don't want to hear what you got to say. You need to want to hear what they got to say. Follow them to the bathroom. Hide behind the bushes. When you see them in public, follow them. Copy their walk. Copy their talk. Smell their hair if you get a chance. Or ask them if you can shake their hand. And then learn a new dap. I felt that. When you see them eating that chicken, ask them for a bite. See if you can dip your cornbread inside of their candy yams. Walk away dramatically with the don't. This is dumb as hell.
That guy's white. Like, really white. Like, so white there's a picture of a mountain with trees on it in the background while he's talking. I love the hero music. And like, if you just heard that music in the background to a video, you would assume that it's somebody who's like rappelling off of a cliff, or maybe medevacing a wounded person, or maybe it's just an inspirational charity video and somebody's building a house for the homeless or something. But no, it's truly heroic, slightly overweight white man with a beard telling you that if you're a real hero, you will subscribe to some random black TikTok and read every comment. Read all of them. Read all of them. But never leave your own comment because it's all about listening to this white guy telling you to listen to black people, but he's a white guy.
That was some
So why
dumb
would I
sugar
listen to
honey
him?
iced tea, man. I
Yeah.
swear to goodness.
Not all heroes wear capes. Well, black and white.
Mr. Ron DeSantis' Don't Say Gay bill went through, and now his 15-week ban on abortion with no exceptions. The good people of Florida, unless you really think you can stop this man, you need to get out of there and let that state just rot into the Atlantic Ocean. And be forewarned, if this guy gets the 2024 Republican nomination, the base will get him elected. He is frightening, and they're exactly what they want. He's so much stronger than Trump and more electable. That man, we need to stop now.
That little tag at the end is kind of weird. So first of all, from this lady's mouth to God's ears, I agree with everything on that video. I agree with all of it. If you don't like Ron DeSantis, you should leave. Like, seriously, get out of my state. Go, enjoy. Go back to New York. You'll love it. You'll love New York and being pushed in front of subway trains by homeless people. And when she says that Ron DeSantis is stronger than Trump, agree. And when she says he's electable, man, I do love that the TikTok creators really get creative with the filters that they use. It's like, I don't know why we took this as though it's a 1950s like drive-in movie with the black and white and the fuzzies that are running across the screen, and why we're using a song that was last used in The Sandlot, but
Fart smeller!
I'm all for it. I like that one. That's a good one.
I have rapped in a program I did, a Weird Weekends episode about rap.
Can you remember any of the rap that you did?
My money don't jiggle jiggle, it folds. I'd like to see you wiggle wiggle, for sure. It makes me want to dribble dribble. You know, riding in my Fiat.
Girl brr. I like sweatshirts without vowels. The best thing about girl power is that you have to mansplain to women who wear a girl power t-shirts with no vowels what vowels are. This is one of my favorite left-wing talking points about Musk right now. It's like the UN says that with $6 billion, they could end world poverty. Oh, really? You know how much money the UN spends every year? It's a lot more than $6 billion. Also, why is it Elon Musk's job to end poverty? I mean, he is by, giving people jobs and making products and services people enjoy. But every year, the United States government spends now $7 trillion. $7 trillion. 1,000 billion is a trillion. So every year, the United States government spends $7,000 billion. And yet we've not ended world poverty. But if Elon Musk took $6 billion and just gave it to Rando McBob in some third world country, that would solve it.
I like
and you know
that,
how I know that?
Rando McBob.
Because
I like that, Rando McBob.
The lady in the poorly kempt backyard with the girl shirt told me so.
Well, it looks like Twitter's gone. They accepted the money, and Elon Stalin is taking over.
Stalin,
See you, Twitter,
Stalin.
and goodbye forever, you insane Q-like forum. Or soon to be insane like Q-like forum. Peace out. Bye.
Elon Musk, this is directly to you. Enjoy Twitter. I just deactivated mine. I will not be reactivating it. Enjoy.
I deactivated my account and deleted the
What would we
app.
do without this person's...
That's what I think of it.
Wow.
Elon Musk.
Twitter is officially not cool anymore, and it's officially lame.
Whoa.
Thanks, Elon Musk. Up.
Elon Musk is, I'm sure, sitting there consuming all these TikToks and weeping while he wipes away the tears with $1 million bills. Just, Elon Musk, he can't believe that all of these cool and special people have said that he is now a lame-o, lame. Okay. You would figure... His parents must be so proud. You would figure at some point.
Okay. Y'all tell me what y'all thought about that right there, man, in the comments below. And if you have yet to hit that subscribe button or the new super thanks button, please make sure you do so on your way out the door. Once again, guys, I am Van, and now we are all the LFR family. And I look forward to seeing you on the next video and hopefully inside of the Patreon as well. You all have been amazing. Thank you to all 350,000 of you. I really appreciate you, man. Love y'all.